Welcome to my channel. This is Sam. I'm playing Dragon Age the VEILGUARD. Let's start with Emmerich. Let's go to Necropolis Halls. यही जाना है तो यही पे चलते हैं. Why waste time, right? Oh, is there a quest available here?
New spirits.
We've traced several disappearances to an unusual possession.
It seeks fear. Cut it down.
Hauntings. Okay, we'll do that after we do this.
What's this Lichdom rite actually like?
I must pass through the gates and meet the oldest forces in the necropolis. A final appraisal of my soul.
Hail the living. Emmerich Volkarin and his chosen witness. Rook, the young watcher who has vexed the cruel elven gods.
Collect yourselves for the right.
I'm afraid this is as far as you're permitted. If anything should perchance go wrong, what things we've already seen. Thank you for taking me on, Rook.
There's not another necromancer I'd rather have by my side.
Truly?
Truly. Good luck, Emmerich.
I am come to be judged by the dead.
What the hell happened to him? This is what we saw, him wearing a mask like this
Emmerich?
very early in the game. Now he's actually...
I see so much more clearly now. The deeper eddies of the Fade. The pulse of the necropolis. I have been through blood and darkness, and I have emerged into light.
You look so happy, Emmerich.
I am gifted with an existence few have even dreamed of. All thanks to a friend who helped me find a clear and steady heart. Thank you for coming, everyone. Please, bear with me. This will be rather difficult to explain. I may appear the same as always, as I stand before you, but I've recently undergone a ritual that...
I thought you'd have a skull face. Like a skeleton.
It must be his glamour. It's really something, Professor. I can't sense you're a lich at all.
Harding!
Oh, no. Was becoming a lich a secret?
So, the lich stuff is true, and you crossed that line.
Died strictly between Emmerich, myself, and the Moonwatch. And apparently Harding.
I'm really sorry, Emmerich.
I'm not angry. I'm only disappointed.
No. That's worse.
Just tell me you'll keep your skin on.
That's not how it...
I should take notes.
Look, why don't we just start from the beginning?
Are you satisfied? Yes, I have entered lichdom, and I am not an abomination, or a demon, or a disconsolate spirit. I have become something more. And yet I am still fully possessed of myself.
So you are a skeleton. Got it.
I wouldn't have helped Emmerich if I didn't trust him to...
Thank you, Rook, but please allow me. I'd like to think some of us have become friends. I value that more than you might know. But I am changed, and I would never cause you distress by staying where I'm no longer welcomed.
You're no weirder than you were before.
I've seen worse with the Wardens.
You all... Really?
I think you'll be fine.
Okay, now, question time.
I have to go back to Necropolis again, man. But let me check one thing before going anywhere. अरे ये बार-बार दिखाना ज़रूरी है. Davrin, Bellara, and Harding. I think Harding is getting a...
Rook, I had an idea. I figured it's a good time to check in with Eldrin. See how his Griffin training is coming along. Want to come with me to Arlathan?
Sounds like a plan.
It'll be good to see those feathery faces again.
I need to talk to Solus in this video. Let's talk to Bellara.
Oh, Rook, you're here. Good. I had a question for my story.
Sure. What kind of question?
Oh, well, a personal one, I guess. Maybe not. Never mind.
Come on. I'm curious now.
Okay, I'll try. I'm gonna do this. So I'm having fun. It's different, but neat. And the fighting bits are going well. So's the romance, mostly.
So, what did you want to ask then?
Oh, right. It's my hero. I've mostly got it figured out. Who they are, what they look like. But I can't figure out the why.
Why what?
Why they do it. Risk it all. Save the world. Well, you're a hero. I mean, a real one. So why are you doing all this?
World's going to end if we don't stop it. And I don't see a whole lot of other people lining up to help.
I wish I could be like that. Facing danger, caution to the wind.
But that's pretty much exactly what you do. All the time.
Sure, because I have to. And I'm scared the whole time.
Everyone's scared sometimes. It's what you do with the fear that counts. Facing it, fighting through it. That's what a hero does.
I guess so. It's hard to think of it that way. We are going up against a god. Multiple gods, actually. That feels heroic. To me, at least. And we're saving the world.
That we did.
I like that confidence. Anyways, I should get back to it. Writing. Thanks, Rook. That helped. A lot.
Offer, dweller. I will answer.
Still need.
So, you and Lucanus? Nice. I've got something. Adari. I have a really good sense of smell. Well, that's... Don't worry, he's into you too.
And isn't that something?
I don't understand why you're bringing so many books.
Well, I don't see what your objections are to my taking a canopy.
We're only going for 2 days.
You've hardly brought more than a flask and a bedroll.
I'm surprised you took the bedroll. I've seen her sleep on roots.
I don't sleep on roots. I sleep amidst the roots. If you do it right, it's like being cradled. A tree hug. Emmerich wants to see more of Ferelden, so we're going camping. But he's treating it like we're going to an academic thing.
An expedition can have its earthly comforts.
So going outdoors is still fun for a lich.
Nature remains cloaked in all its glory, though the elements pose less of a worry.
Exactly. You're a skeleton under your magic. Why are you even bringing different clothes?
My dear Harding, a gentleman should always look presentable.
To who? The squirrels?
That should be to whom?
I'm going to stab you with an arrow.
Emmerich, you can't be surprised Lace is a fearless camper. Plants, outdoors, this is what she loves.
Aw, I love that you get me. Just wait for the trip I'm planning for you. But first, this trip. If Emmerich finishes packing...
Harding, do you need to be so stringent when you're camping?
Yes, because you have to carry all the gear yourself. Up the mountain, across the creeks and things.
Don't you carry any luxuries yourself?
I bring my writing kit.
Aha!
Fine. Maybe your umbrella could come in handy.
I really have looked forward to you showing me more of your home, Harding.
Me too. Oh, are you gonna be a lich in the woods?
If it's not an inconvenience, can we still have a campfire?
We have to have a campfire. And spooky stories.
Wonderful. I'll copy some passages from my diaries.
Okay, let's talk to Solus now. Then we go for any other quests or anything. It's been long, I have not done this.
The Dalish prisoners escaped safely?
We got them away free and clear.
Good. Whatever my frustrations with them, it feels good to have helped my people again. Thank you for allowing me to help. Chance to infuriate Elganon was a reminder of simpler times.
You and Elganon were really tearing into one another back there.
I needed to goad him to anger in order to distract him. But yes, while all of the Evanuris were monsters in their own ways, Elganon was the worst. Or perhaps it is more honest to say that his were the faults I've found most objectionable. You have met him now, heard his voice hammering at the doors of your mind, and you have met me. Can you see how he and I might frustrate one another?
He uses his power to crush any opposition.
Yes. He is far more powerful than I am, and he wields that power like a graceless bludgeon. When I defeat an enemy, it is because I outsmarted them, because I was right. When he does, it is only because he was stronger.
Outsmarting someone and being right aren't exactly the same thing.
Aren't they?
All right. I can see how you and Elganon would hate each other.
He has always been what I most feared becoming. Callous and uncaring, his arrogance unchecked. To have that much power and no one to remind him that he could be wrong.
Well, he had you.
And I suppose I had you.
I'll have to take your word for that.
When we first met, I saw you only as a foolishly confident child who disrupted my plans. You were an irritant. I gave you information to oppose Elganon out of necessity, but I expected you to be nothing more than a tool. Seeing you with your team, I was wrong.
I'm impressed you got that out without choking on it.
If I could not admit when I was wrong, I would be no better than Elganon. Your team trusts you, and you listen to them. It is impressive and enviable. You work together with a camaraderie it took me centuries to build in my rebellion.
So what do we do next?
Elganon and Gillenane are preparing the dagger they will use for their ritual to pierce the veil. Elganon's power is tied to light and darkness. He will need to perform a ritual during the next eclipse.
That gives us some time to prepare.
It is likely to be your last chance to do so. You must be ready for whatever comes, for this world and for the team that trusts you. I know that you will do everything in your power not to fail them.
So now Elganon's recovered his own archdemon, and the gods only need an eclipse to complete their dagger.
We saved the Dalish, though. That's important.
But now Elganon's immortal, so long as his archdemon lives.
And we all know how hard those things are to kill.
We killed Razikale, didn't we?
After losing hundreds of wardens, and it took a centuries-old trap to do it. We don't have either of those. Not anymore.
Just when you think the tide's in your favor, it turns right back.
The odds on this were never good. But we've already beaten them once. We have a job to finish. And 2 gods to kill. We don't get to wallow and whine. Because no one else is taking this fight.
Nice speech, Rook. But it's hard to complete a contract if you don't know where the target is.
We found the gods before.
Not without help, we didn't.
So we get help again. We've got allies everywhere now.
I can think of a few options, but I'm open to suggestions.
Wardens have run dry. Nothing new is moving in the deep roads.
And the Veil Jumpers couldn't find any trace of Elgranon or his archdemon.
The crows may have something. The Antam are moving large quantities of supplies out of the city. Weapons, armor, gatlock. And several storehouses worth of food, what little we had left. It's enough to feed the Antam Navy for 3 months. Or all of Treviso for 6 weeks.
Given the timing, it seems unlikely to be a coincidence.
Wherever those supplies are headed, that's likely where we'll find the gods. Any more details from the crows, Lucanus?
They said the Antam have long work ahead. We have time. Also, Viago would like a meeting. At your earliest convenience. From him, that means important, but not yet urgent.
Did Viago tell you how much time we have?
Days to weeks. Nothing more precise.
Well, that's our best lead so far. Track those supplies and we should find the gods. That said, the Venatori aren't up to anything good in Minrathous.
Not to complicate things, but the Inquisitor also wants to meet Rook.
Right. With everything she's been doing in the south, we owe her an update.
I'll let her know.
Keep your weapons ready. We don't know when the gods will show themselves again. Be prepared for anything. Next time the gods appear, let's make sure it's the last.
Actually, this game can be played very with very easy fighting skills. Like you can get a staff or something and fight from far away, or you can fight like me with bow and arrow and sword at your other hand. Okay, before we talk to these guys, let me do the companion quest. Let's possess a demon. Okay, let's go do this. Okay, let's talk to Efka and Antoine first. Antoine.
Remember to breathe!
Hey, Antoine. Efka.
I can still hear it. Though it is giving me a headache.
Please be careful.
With the container? It's very sturdy. I tested it.
What? When? And how?
Am I interrupting?
No. Our study of the new blight continues.
We know the gods changed the Blight. We think it changed more than they realized, or altered itself after.
It's answering to something other than gods.
This place is so troubled. Where the Fade touches the wetlands, it must be a mess on that side too.
If there are demons, they can stay on their side of the veil.
So what's the Blight answering to?
Remember the strange call I heard after the Lavendale battle? It was here, in the wetlands.
We think the source is out a ways, towards the redoubt.
I can tell it's something large, rooted. A construct of the Blight itself. An eruption controlling the rest. What that could mean.
Everything that calls the Blight impacts the Wardens. We withstand it. But gods, archdemons, it all adds strain.
If the eruption calls the Blight, then it could mess with us too. Spark the calling sooner. We'll lose ourselves, along with the wetlands.
So we kill this eruption. It can die, right?
That's the hope. Remember those samples you found when we first arrived? Based on our studies, Antoine made an alchemical flame. It's impressive. It should destroy the eruption.
Theoretically. At least the last batch was stable. Mostly.
But if the eruption's controlling the Blight and it gets attacked, then the Blight around Lavendel might respond.
Yes, its roots are everywhere and spreading. I can feel them.
These people can't lose their Blight experts. I can go after the eruption.
While we guard against nasty side effects here.
It's a plan. I didn't miss the part where Antoine said the alchemical flame is mostly stable.
I'll make sure the containers are sealed.
Maybe don't bang them together.
The Blight poisons so much. Water, plants, animals, people. Some would call the wetlands dead already. But they're not. It's not too late. Whatever the eruption means for the waters, we can leave this place better. It's what we're supposed to do.
We'll take our stand in the sheltered glade. Meet us there when you're done.
Okay, so once I start fighting this, whatever.
Is Martin staying here?
In Lavendel, he's usually the restless type. But I'm guessing he'll stick around while his injuries heal.
Mila, you hear Warden gossip. Are there any wyverns out there?
Not here. I wish I could see one though.
Me too.
I was talking, but Lucanis was. I don't know.
All right, let's find the Blight eruption.
कितना दूर है ये? यहीं से तो आ सकता था भाई. इतना घूम के कौन जाता है?
You don't sleep much, do you?
More than you.
There. It's a haunting.
Please, go on. You don't sleep much, do you?
More than you. Rook takes credit there. Set up, you do the rest. Now there's a nice shot.
Wanted us to fly away.
Well, that was unnerving. Though not out of place for the wetlands.
We're in the clear.
Nick, man forgot. ओह अच्छा ये खत्म हो गया
You don't.
Okay, let's do Necropolis, then we'll go for this Something's Coming.
Lichdom suits him.
We got rid of a haunting in the Hossberg wetlands.
Welcome news.
It will stalk the innocent no longer.
A malignant spirit has attached itself to an inanimate object.
It has already taken lives.
Dispose of it before it strikes again. A possessed dragon. We must find why its body was entombed here.
Where is this? No, not this one.
Audric will assist.
Of course. Let us consult our librarian friend tonight.
Let's do this Something's Coming. बाप रे बहुत दूर है
There's a problem. Nice work. Would you look or brother?
I don't have a good feeling about this place.
Then we're all on edge together.
A barrier! I bet the eruption's on the other side. We'll need to cut off the tendrils to break through. But I'm holding off Dark's farm.
Brooke gets that one.
All right. Better move before more darkspawn show up.
Beat the odds there.
There is one on top of this. Oh, there it is. ये और दो जगह से बंधा हुआ है. I need to find those.
Up on the ledge. We can hit the tendrils from there.
Yeah, I know.
A ballista!
Well, that could be handy.
We're through.
And something awful is waiting past the gate. Here goes nothing.
एक सेकंड रुक जाओ इस साला सर्दी खत्म हुआ कि नहीं खांसी स्टार्ट हो जाता है
What is it? Is that the Blight eruption?
Mierda.
The Darkspawn are protecting it. We need to take them out. Let's go.
We're under fire. Stop being ready.
Keep fighting.
Guards from a distance.
Where's Salim?
This is it. Let's get that eruption. All right. We strike and the whole thing goes up. All right. Time to destroy this thing.
ट्रैवल कर लेते ना इतना दौड़ के कौन जाएगा If can enter shelter guide where is shelter guide
They aren't blighted. Were they dormant?
Maybe. They're beautiful. Much like you. Ah, Rook, hi!
We knew when you hit that eruption. The blight around Lavendel reacted. And there was a sound in it. Like nothing we've heard before.
What happened in there? What was it like?
I'm not sure words will do it justice. Maybe I should draw you a picture.
Oh, yes. Would you? We'll check the site, but I'll keep your version for our notes.
Make sure to sign it. When the eruption was destroyed, some of the bigger tendrils pulled back. The remaining blight won't vanish overnight, but it's a good sign. And this place opened up.
The flowers here, they managed to survive, buried, untouched. They have a chance to return now.
That's incredible. I wasn't expecting flowers.
It's what we're here to do, to make this possible again.
We thought the Grey Warden's purpose would end when the last archdemons died.
And that time's almost here. It's unbelievable.
The Order is those of us left now. When the archdemons fall, some wardens will hang up their swords. Until they're calling, at least.
So the wardens are finished?
No, our numbers may get smaller, but FK and I will be here. Others will stay too.
There's still blight in the world. There's something new calling to it. And to us.
There's blight inside us too. If it changed out there, have we changed as well?
What matters is that if new evils show up, we'll be here to keep them back.
Are you doing okay with all this? Really?
Don't worry, I'm good. I've got everything I need right here.
Me too.
I'm sure you'll be fine, but if there's anything I can do, just say.
Of course. It's good we answered your first letter. And it didn't catch fire.
What?
It may have come close to an explosive, but we all met in the end.
The blight feels relentless most of the time. We see what it does up close.
A world dying, how it spreads. But we keep going.
And look, these flowers can make it back.
They really can. And they're beautiful.
I think so.
Lavendel was named for flowers. They must have been everywhere before. When we get back.
We can stay here a bit longer first.
Oh, yes. I thought I heard birds earlier. Maybe we can find them?
Okay, let's do this undead killer Dogtown. There are 2 missions here. Get information from the shadow dragons, and then this is here. Well, let's do this first. It's only about getting information, then it will be quick.
Thanks for the tip-off. Got people.
You spend far too much time here, Dorian.
This is where all my favorite people are. Besides, I have news. And every messenger bird I've met is dreadful at nuance.
Magister Parvus, it's good to see you again.
At least someone appreciates my presence.
You're our eyes in the Magisterium. If someone spots you here...
Yes, I know. Can't be spotted with the shadow dragons. You worry too much, May.
Well, what do you have for us?
The cult lost people in Alathan, and leadership has fallen to Knight Commander Lenos. He aims to bring the city to its knees.
But Minrathous is already falling apart.
I know. While the Varantis' attack on the city could have been much worse, the people's fear in the aftermath is palpable.
And the rumors about the Archon are true. He's dead. Assassinated during the Dragon's rampage. The palace has tried to keep the news from spreading until a new Archon steps up.
And no one has?
No one dares. Not with the Venatori circling like vultures. The risen gods are preparing for something big. And for that, they need fear. Chaos.
Just tell me how I stop them. What are they planning?
That's the problem. I don't know. But we'll find out. Lenos is the key to all of it. First, we stop what he's planning for Minrathous.
And then we find out what the gods are preparing for.
Let's hope it stays that simple. One of Lenos' Venatori associates is often at the Cobbled Swan. Let's see what we can get from him.
We? Dorian, you can't be going yourself.
It's the Swan. Everyone goes to the Swan.
I'll head out right now.
Aelia won't cause trouble in Dogtown anymore.
I heard. And it's good to have Hallows back.
Tarquin?
Gallus?
चलो अभी उसमें चलते हैं फिर और कॉबल सामने बाद में जाएंगे पहले ये वाला देखते हैं Who the fuck is this undead fucking asshole
So I'm supposed to just accept it. So you came in one morning and her desk is just empty.
Candlehop. Must be the haunting.
Problem on my doorstep?
That thing would give me nightmares if I slept at night.
Candlehop enchantments give them the lay of the city. If the spirit picked those up, made it easy to skulk around.
क्या था ये खिलौना जैसा था उसको प्रोड्यूस कर लिया था साला ये अभी तक खत्म नहीं हुआ Yeah, let's do this. This is a short one.
All the contracts I did in the winter, and I never did find out who paid for them.
You think it might have been the Shadow Dragons?
If someone else wanted the Venatori dead enough to hire me, I bet they'd know about it.
We probably shouldn't keep Dorian waiting too long.
So where's the gate?
कितना दूर था बे अबे साला मैं उस तरफ क्यों चला गया मेरे को किधर जाना है Damn.
How well do you know Maevaris?
By reputation, she's been a prominent politician for a long time, and a hero to boot. We don't work together much, but from what I've seen, she's earned the good name.
We probably shouldn't keep Dorian waiting too long.
जगलिंग लगता है सारे सिंगर्स को उठा लिया है किसी ने
Why don't you?
These meetings can't be good for business.
I'm here, Inquisitor. It isn't just Inquisitor, is it? You were someone before that.
Clan Llewellyn. We try to be no one you've heard of. Morrigan is holding a perimeter. We're alone. Tell me what Solus did at Elganon's ritual.
Sounds like you already know.
I need to hear it from you.
We were up against an archdemon and he reached out to help. Seemingly.
You're not sure about his motives?
Could be genuine. Could be self-interest. It'd have been screwed too if we didn't make it.
He's never clear, but he's always thinking about where it ends. How many of his names do you know? God of Lies, Dreadwolf, Fen'Harel. They're titles he earned from enemies, followers, and fractured history. He and I shared another name. Vanan.
Elven for heart.
For my heart. You've spoken to him in your dreams. You felt the power of that mind. His love could burn against me like a bonfire. He seemed so kind, and wise, and sad, and looked at me as if I somehow mattered more than anything around us. For a time, I thought I would have followed anywhere he asked me to.
Must have been horrible when you learned the truth.
How could I have fallen in love with a god and never realized it? Why didn't he tell me? So many things he said. So many half-truths, inevitable in retrospect. And then, he went off to destroy the world, leaving me to clean up his mess.
You mean the Inquisition?
I mean all of this. He let me fall in love with him and then told me we couldn't. Then he told me not to follow, while leaving me just enough clues to find him.
Hold on. You think he wanted you to stop him?
His name is Solus. It means pride. Perhaps he couldn't change his mind himself and hoped that someone else could help him. Or maybe I'm the prideful one, imagining his broken heart so that I never have to face my folly. That I loved someone who made such grave mistakes that I might love him still.
You almost sound like you're ready to join him in that prison in the Fade.
To give up the world for him? No. We've got to save it first. But after? If there were a way? If he felt the same? If I could leave the world behind and just have him? I don't know.
यही तो प्रॉब्लम है साला मैं इसको भी क्या बोलूं यार This decision is not for me. Why do you guys?
You're saying Solus needs you standing there to stop him from destroying the world.
I know how it sounds.
I think you deserve to be with someone you don't have to fix.
I suppose I do. Thank you.
This is all hypothetical anyway. He's trapped in the Fade with no way out.
He's surprised us before. But enough about me. Tell me about you and Harding.
मैंने यहाँ पे गलती कर दिया यार.
Who? How?
Morrigan has eyes everywhere.
I should have persuaded her to follow Solus's love interest. इससे शायद स्टोरी कुछ अलग होता पता नहीं सब नहीं करने देना चाहिए मेरे को ये सब डिसीजन
All the contracts I did in the winter, and I never did find out who paid for them.
You think it might have been the Shadow Dragons?
सेम डायलॉग बोल रहे दोनों Okay, thank you guys for watching. Stay tuned for more and don't forget to subscribe. We'll start with this पता नहीं We'll do this Soul of a City, then Deadly Playtime, then Eternal Hymn, Home Roast, and maybe after that we'll go for this For the Love of Treviso. यहाँ पे और एक मिशन था भाई. ओह अच्छा वो वाला मिशन था. चलो what?
If someone else wanted the Venatori dead enough to hire me, I bet they'd...
There's Dorian.
There's Lenos's associate. According to the shadows watching him, he's nervous and doesn't talk much, but does odd jobs for coin. Interesting, yes? I'll draw him off, you check his belongings, see if you can discover any clues about Lenos's plan.
Mostly gone. Warm. I don't even know what this is. Ale? Looks like...
Fuck.
Half-eaten stale bread, water from... A bedroll. It's definitely seen better days. And it's damp. Sleeping out in the rain. This all sounds like trouble.
What are you poking about in there for?
Dorian will want to know.
Hey, I didn't see you rifling through a customer's belongings, did I?
This customer might be associated with Venatori. Be careful.
If he's Venatori, he's not like any I've encountered. He comes in when we open, orders one drink, and sits in the corner all day. Then he leaves when we close.
Let me know if you want anything. What can I do for you?
Anything else you know about that customer?
I heard his name's Erasmus. Keeps to himself and doesn't bother anyone, so I let him stay. Everything good?
Okay, this is another quest. Wait, then I'm not going to start it. Yeah, almost over 1 hour. I'm not going to start another quest. So yeah, we'll start with this quest here. I'll just save here. So bye guys, see you soon.